dice take to the track in a consolation match that's bound to get out of hand. Don't expect either team to be licking their wounds while there's still time to devour the opposing squad's dignity. And ex-Sundog Richard Brown is always looking for an excuse to publicly annihilate his former team. Plus, the Martin Brothers feud continues. The WSL has cooked up something special this evening. It's the Florida Sundogs taking aim at the Nevada Hot Dice. Next on RollerJam.
From Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, this is the World Skating League Founders Cup action. Welcome everyone to RollerJam Arena. I'm Ken Resnick along with Lee Rehrman and roller derby legend Buddy Atkinson Jr. It's the Founders Cup consolation matchup between the Nevada Hot Dice and the Florida Sundogs. And Buddy, let me go to you right off the bat. Both of these teams wanted very badly to gain a berth in the championship game. It didn't happen. How do they get themselves up for this consolation matchup?
It's no problem at all, because I'll tell you what, no one wants to lose. These people are out there to win, and they're going to intimidate and do all the stuff that they know is going to make them the winner.
Now, one thing, consolation game aside, whenever you've got the Sundogs and the Hot Dice, you've got to talk about Sam Martin versus brother Micah Martin. It's Cain and Abel.
Well, you're absolutely right. This is not only bragging rights between these two teams or momentum going into next year, but you've got the inter-family feud of Sam and Micah Martin. And don't forget about the combination of little Richard Brown with Mark Webber for the Hot Dice being kind of like the mind and the body, going against Bill Barker also, who likes to play with a pop, not say too much. Ken, we got it all here today. It could be more exciting because the pressure of a championship's off. Now it's just for bragging rights.
You know, one other point of matchup to look at. All season long, Shea Brown has tried to pattern herself after Denise Loden. The way we see Denise Loden push the envelope, I would imagine she may have a few tricks up her sleeve for her supposed student.
Well, and don't forget, Denise Loden is still coming off of this, or still in this relationship with Sean Atkinson, and she has been hot, cold. Sometimes we see the dark side, sometimes we see the clean-cut Denise Loden, and we also got her future husband's father down there, so we got everything going on for us today, Ken.
At any rate, let's go to the entranceway. Here come the Nevada Hot Dice. The Nevada Hot Dice, not only are they playing for pride, but you can well imagine that Richard Brown would like nothing better than to beat the team that basically ran him off. That, of course, the Florida Sundogs.
Well, this Nevada Hot Dice, Ken, we all know about the showgirls and their sizzle. They don't need much of a reason other than a camera to get excited.
And, of course, remember the ever-present battle between the brothers. Micah Martin for the Dice, Sam Martin for the Dogs. And speaking of the Sundogs, let's welcome them to this consolation matchup. The Sundogs, without question, the most unified team in all the World Skating League. They have battled back through more adversity than any other club, and they are still together and want this win very, very badly.
Well, and also, as we always are, we're here at Universal Studios in Florida. They got the hometown crowd, a lot of friends and family in the house. They don't want to be embarrassed, kid, here in front of the hometown crew.
No questions, emotions are running high, starting from the Florida Sundogs and jamming. Debbie Rice and Suzanne Chalene blocking. Andrea Franklin, Kathy Evangelo, and the quarterback Denise Loden. For the Nevada Hot Dice, they counter with the jammers will be Kim Hart and Mandy Smith blocking. Mandy Osborne, Shea Brown, and Vicki McEwen as we go to the starting line and the way we begin every game in the World Skating League. You see Debbie Rice, she always likes to be high on the track. And we are underway. Right off the bat, the speedster Debbie Rice said she is out to prove the Sundogs are certainly in third place and want this consolation title very quickly. And look at that speed already. Rice with a full half a lap lead on the remaining three jammers. This first jam comes out all Debbie Rice, 40 seconds, and she is all but caught up to the pack as she flies around Shea Brown now. The rotation dropping back to try and block out the speedster. Out of Houston, Texas, Debbie Rice, and Rice spins right around Shea Brown and goes by. And now suddenly calls off the jam, putting 1 point, but Debbie Rice making a statement that the Florida Sundogs have come to play.
Also, Debbie Rice making a personal statement, Ken. You see again her cast on that right wrist. She broke it, was not able to really perform for her team second half of the late in the season. Really has come on here in the tournament to show she can play and will be a factor for next season.
And very quickly, the rotation shown by the Sundogs. Now Denise Loden picking up the jammer helmet, working her way through the pack as the lead jammer. Kim Hart continues to jam. Neither of the showgirls were any factor in the first jam. And now it's a marquee matchup, a pair of 32. This is rather 32 or 33. Denise Loden, 32 for the Sundogs. Kim Hart, the leader of the Vegas Showgirls, number 33. Hired out of St. Albert, Alberta, Canada, 5'6", 130. And down goes Hart, courtesy of Denise Loden, the Barracuda out of Tupelo, Mississippi. As we come under 30 seconds in the jam, it's 1-0 Sundogs, and they're looking for more. As Loden closes on Shane Brown. Brown this time, good move, pins her high against the track. Loden so far unable to get by. Andrea Franklin now dropping back to try and help her teammate. There's the agility of Denise Loden. She blows right by Shea Brown, and she's out for more. Now she goes by Mindy Smith. Denise Loden continuing to put points on the board and calls off the jam as the Sundogs add 3 and very quickly out to a 4-0 lead.
And that was a teacher with the student, Ken. Denise Loden showing the younger Shea Brown, one of the upstarts here in the World Skating League, how it's done.
With a score of 4-0, the Florida Sundogs right now pitching a shutout. We'll be back with more first period action in this third place Founders Cup game right after this. Florida Sundogs 4, the Hot Dice nothing. You can see the strategy of the Florida Sundogs. They're trying to match up and give their lead jammers a rest when the opportunity as the Nevada Hot Dice come out with Mandy Osborne jamming and Laura Weintraub. So the Sundogs decide to counter with Kathy Evangelo and Gina Lombardo. Not their quickest, but they're trying to match now some agility and physical play against whatever the Hot Dice send out. And you see one of the reasons as down goes Mandy Osborne, courtesy of Kathy Evangelo. Right now the two Florida Sundogs jammers out in a tandem all by themselves.
And Evangelo and Lombardo really put it together last game, Ken. If it wasn't for them, it really would have been a blowout. They didn't quite get it done all the way, but they're definitely underrated jammers doing a great job with their Sundogs.
A golden opportunity. The Sundogs still pitching a shutout, and to add to it, Katie Cooper dropping back to try, and she's going to need a two-man block out to handle both Gina Lombardo and Kathy Evangelo. Cooper so far doing a good job of positioning herself. Now the reverse whip spin around from Kathy Evangelo sends Gina Lombardo right by. Katie Cooper frustrated, having at it, keeping Lombardo on the infield. But Gina Lombardo, or rather keeping Evangelo on the infield. Gina Lombardo goes by, and now it's 5-0.
You talk about heads-up play. You saw Gina Lombardo, those who are wondering why she called off the jam. There was a jammer from the Hot Dice that was in pursuit. Gina Lombardo saw that she was too far away to score some points, called it off, scored the points.
And now Gina Lombardo decides to keep the jammer helmet on, but Debbie Rice, who rested on that jam, puts the jammer helmet back and is on the track. And Rice takes a big whiff from Denise Loden, propelling her high. And Katie Cooper just provides the save for Laura Weintraub. It's Debbie Rice and Weintraub. There is no question Rice certainly the faster of the two skaters. Weintraub has a size advantage at 5'9", 135. And of course, Weintraub, a former NHL hockey player, not NHL, but women's hockey player. And Mindy Smith, using her speed to counter, ties up both Weintraub and Debbie Rice. A great opportunity. Mindy Smith out of Greensville, North Carolina, 5'4", 117, number 36, as she comes around and puts the points on the board. But Denise Loden for the Sundog women back. Spins right around Kim Hart, concentrating, doing a great job so far, blocking out Mindy Smith as we go under 10 seconds in this jam. Denise Loden, an all-around, perhaps all-around the best women's skater in the entire WSL, and so far the shutout stays intact with just 1 second to go. A great job of blocking out by Denise Loden. 2 points scored by the lead jammer as Gina Lombardo, and Debbie Rice got tangled up, never got out to lap the field, so finally the Hot Dice get on the board.
Well, and a great job by Denise Loden, but Mindy Smith did a great job too, Ken. She started out by knocking down Debbie Rice, ends up scoring a couple of points.
5-2, and certainly the intensity in this consolation championship for the Founders Cup very apparent. Kathy Evangelo now gives a whip to Andrea Franklin. This is the first time Franklin has had on the jammer helmet. She gets a little tied up, coming a little too high on the track. Slows down, good job of keeping her balance. Franklin now the only jammer out. The back pretty well bottled up. Denise Loden at the front doing a good job of blocking out both the Nevada Hot Dice jammers.
And And I think Debbie Rice may have injured herself slightly, Ken, when she went down on that last jam. She sat down for this jam. It looked like she was favoring her wrist a little bit. We'll see how that injury plays out today.
Certainly that would be a key loss indeed for the Sundogs. And now Andrea Franklin catches up and goes by one of the hot dice who was tangled up in the corner. Now she closes in on Katie Cooper. Cooper, it seems, in this rotation, the hot dice are using is the blocker for the hot dice, and certainly drops Andrea Franklin there. A good job by Katie Cooper as this jam is called out finally, and we'll get the scoring 1 point for Andrea Franklin and the Florida Sundogs as they now up their lead.
Well, and the loss of Debbie Rice is illustrated right there, and she is that. Andrea Franklin, valiant effort, did a great job, a lot of heart, but just doesn't have the skills that Debbie Rice does, Ken.
Well, very quickly you see Debbie Rice back out with a jammer helmet, obviously perhaps having the wind shaken out of her, and well rested. It's Debbie Rice and Tina Lombardo, and now jamming for the Nevada Hot Dice, Laura Weintraub in the lead, and trying to break out now, and going down is Kim Hart, who got a little tangle up in her own skates. It's Laura Weintraub right now, the only jammer out for the Nevada Hot Dice. A good opportunity for Nevada to trail in this one with under 1 minute to go, 6-2. Weintraub had better hurry. There's only coming up on 30 seconds left in the jam. Denise Loden now dropping back. There's nobody better at blocking out in the entire World Skating League. Well, other than perhaps, of course, we can't forget Janet Abraham, who we will see later in the Founders Cup Championship game, and what a matchup that will be between the New York Enforcers and the California Quakes. You see Loden with a big elbow, almost stopped Weintraub in her track. Continues, she gets her body in front of her. Now you see Debbie Rice sail right by. No scoring. The jam was called off according to referee Sean Corbin, and we are just about, and we do run out of time in this period as it ends. The Sundogs 6, the Nevada Hot Dice 2, the end of 1 in this consolation game for the Leo Stelzer Founders Cup Championship. We'll be back right after this.